Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a good day today. And yeah, if you guys have been trading for a while, you know this statement is true because we've been through some hard times. So if hard times only makes us stronger, then we should be able to whip Superman's ass about now. Because believe me, if you're a trader and you're trying to learn, you've been through some tough times. We've been through a lot of stuff. And that's how we feel. But the problem is we don't know where to hit. We don't know how to punch. And our punches are still weak. So, we have to work on focusing our strength, everything that we've developed through all these hard times. We have to figure out where to focus it and where to make the most lethal strike, most lethal strikes. And when I'm talking about Superman, I'm talking about the market and where we can just cut the market up. And that's what I'm trying to teach you, what I'm trying to help you understand. You've learned a lot of stuff. You just need to know how to apply it, where to put it to where it makes the most sense and it does the most damage so that you win. And that's what it's really all about. And step by step, day by day, that's what I want to help you guys do. And that's why I feel this roadmap to success is that important. And that's why starting in June, at the beginning of June, I'm going to walk you guys back through this again. And step by step, and I'm going to work with you. You guys got to take advantage of us being able to talk. And even if it's just you sending me your trades and asking me to look at them for you. Say this is what I did. How does this look? You've got to take advantage of it. It's not going to work for you unless you work for yourself. And I've got, like I said yesterday, I opened up 25 more seats. I've got 8 left. After that 8 is done. Now, if you are a member, if you let your membership expire, if somebody's on the waiting list, they're going to automatically be bumped up and you're going to be out. So make sure if you're expiring, you want to make sure you re-up before, it goes out. But I'm only keeping a small amount of people. I don't want 1,000 people, 2,000 people. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. This is a education community. I want you guys to learn how to trade the right way. Understand the concepts and the things that you're going to need to incorporate as you develop into your own trade. That's what's important. So you can't beat it. $249 for 6 months, all the education, the one-on-one mentoring, you can't beat it. I don't know anybody that offers that. But unfortunately people like chasing waterfalls. But eventually they come on down. I got plenty of towels I can dry you off and help get you pointed in the right direction. All right, so today you can see what happened in the market. Here's the 285.54 level that I've been really talking about for the last couple months. We've just been kind of playing around with it. And 295, we hit it once, twice, third time we failed it. Today we rejected it and we started coming in. If we lose the 20, forget about it. I don't think we're going to recover this time. But I really think the market is strong enough to where we won't lose it. I still think it's strong enough, but there is a really good chance that we're going to roll over here before long. But I don't know. I can't tell you for sure. All I can do is read what the chart is telling me, understand it based on the technicals, and just sit back and see if the market follows suit is basically what we do. And whatever the market gives us, that's what we're going to trade. So today, our trades from today, BYND, I didn't take the initial break, 5-minute opening range break. I just had in my mind today that I'm going to wait and catch secondary moves. And I caught this one. I was a little bit tardy on this as usual, but I got it. Hit the first target, and then damn if it didn't come back, stop me out, break even. Had I got the better entry, I never would have been stopped out, and I would have caught the move I was looking for. But just didn't, and I didn't really like the price action I was seeing, so I just kind of walked away from it. And you can see it's just crazy price action in this. It's not smooth. It didn't really feel good. And it felt good here, but it seems like once I started trading it, it just kind of went to pot. So we took that base hit and brought it home. The WMT, this was the second trade I took. Really, or was it the second? Yeah, the second trade I took. And we were breaking down. Like, here's a 5-minute opening range low. And we came down, and I was like, well, it's going to have to work itself through this channel it put in, or the range that it was in. Once it broke through, I got short here, and it did not sell. So it kind of bounced here, and that's when I kind of drew this line here and said, look, if we can't break back below this low, we're just going to be stuck in this rut, stuck in this channel here, and we won't be able to go anywhere. So here I was in a mentor session, and I got, here we reclaimed the 9. So I was saying, look, most of the time when it just reclaims the 9 like this, I just take it off. And that's what we did, and we were talking, and I must have left my stop on, because damn if it didn't trade while I was in another mentor session, and we weren't even talking about trading. It wasn't until I got to the third mentor session that I had during lunch that we got back to talking about this trade, and I realized I was in the damn thing. Didn't understand how at that point. So I went to quickly take it off and actually add it to the position, and then I had to quickly take it off. But this is just a product of me not paying attention. I was in the session, we were talking, I was going through things, and sometimes I do have a habit of not taking my stop off. And when that happens, if it hits your stop, it's going to get you in a trade, and you may not want to be in it. So that's what happened here, just a little hiccup. And then we got back in the trade when we broke this. Like I said, once it put in this channel and we were trading in this range, there's no trades until we break below it. And we were talking about how a lot of traders, this looks so good, they take it, and then now what? So I took it. I knew what the deal was, so I took it. And I'm like, now what? Where's the first profit target? It was right here, red to green, and another level here. And I'm like, how far away is that? It's only 30, 40 cents. I was like, does that make sense? Does this trade make sense? So this is how a lot of traders lose money, is because they get here, it only gets down 30, 40 cents, and it starts to bounce, and they just bail out. They don't want it to go back against them. They bail out. or they don't realize it, and this thing bounces and it continues to turn against them, and they end up taking a bigger loss. So you always want to make sure that you have enough profit potential. Now, fortunately, this one worked out where I took it off and we ended up working our way down. Technically, we were still in play. We were under the 9, and we never, even though this candle closed above these levels, this candle never claimed it. It never took out the high like it was going to claim it. We sold right back off, and we came on down to my second target, and then my third target was this level here. And this thing actually sold off pretty good, down to around 125, but this was my final target, and I wasn't going to do anything with it. Now, this is one of the few trend continuation trades that lately that has really given us a full move. And there were other stocks today. There were a lot of stocks that trended all day long. BA was one of them. Baidu was another one. They were both on our watch list. So maybe the market's trying to come back around. And if the market's going to start selling off, then we're going to see these happen more and more often. So really nice trade on WMT. And then after, this was a later trade. And again, I was talking about, look, you don't want to trade in the channel when it's range bound. You want to wait till it breaks out, confirms it, and get in. Well, this one, and we all know how Zoom trades. It's a little crazy too. This one was uniform all the way up until it broke, and I got in. I got in, and look at what it did. So, we recognize this, but I still can't hold it, hoping that it's going to bounce back. I've got to respect my stop. But if it comes back, I'm going to get back in, and then we're going to look for that move. And that's pretty much what we did. I got back in, still looked at my move through 173, and ended up pulling back because the market rolled over here. I don't know what happened. Still don't know. I didn't even care. I just saw that the market rolled over. It pulled our trade with it, and that was kind of it for the day. So pretty much broke even on this one. Really, I pretty much broke even for the whole day. That's basically the way it ended, and I did not put the P&L on here. God dog it. But I pretty much broke even. I think I was up a couple of bucks, but that was it. Nothing really spectacular. But the main thing and what really made my day were the lessons I was able to teach, and through all of this. And that's why I feel it's so important that you guys get it live, you get it in color. It's not edited and replayed faster and all of this, and you only get to see the good parts. You have to see the good with the bad. You have to go through those storms in order to build up the resistance you need to survive the next one. And if you don't, you can't get it in a book. You can't get it watching a video. You can't get it with somebody just telling you. You have to experience it. And that's really what this is all about. So that's going to wrap up today. You guys have a great night, great evening. Got to run some errands, but wanted to get this out before I got on the road and started doing stuff. So we'll catch you first thing in the morning. We have our swing class tomorrow after the market. So I think we're going to be working on the next setup. And we'll be taking it from there. So you guys be safe, and I'll see you in the morning.